It's the Luke and Pete Show. Pete Donaldson with you, joined by Mr. Lukey Moore. Since the last show, Lukey Moore, I have become obsessed with buying a pressure cooker.
Yeah, I think, and rightly so. I think it's only a matter of time, wasn't it? Do you need to get sign off from the partner you have access to, or not bother?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think I could buy it. It's the using of it, I suppose. We're just sort of running out of storage for. I've got a slow cooker, got a rice cooker. I just think the holy triforce has to start and end.
Get them all on the go at the same time.
Get them all, really trip all of those fuses.
The great Jules Breach always used to tell me to get a rice cooker. She would always be like, look, because I think her mum is from, I want to say Singapore or Malaysia. And she said, growing up, we always had a rice cooker. I've always got one on the go at home. It's the only way to cook rice. I couldn't do it any other way.
Agreed.
I don't know why people don't do it. It's
you can do all kinds of cooking in it. All kinds of little dishes.
And does it guarantee you to give you good rice every time?
Every time.
How does it work then? What's different about it?
I don't know. It's magic. It doesn't matter how much water you put in. Doesn't matter how much rice you put in. Just wash your rice. Make sure you wash your rice.
Right.
Add a bit of salt, and it just fucking makes it. You can make congee. You can make little sort of dishes and stuff. Little sort of All you really
because I do like food over. I love a meal which is something over rice. I love it.
Most fucking dishes, most dishes you can make, just stick some bloody chicken stock in, the rice, and then just add like anything, fucking cream, tomatoes, protein, and you've got a dish. Yeah. And it just cooks. It's delicious.
I heard the other day from a relative who was staying over from the US that in Chinese takeaways in the US, you can ask for your order to be prepared without MSG.
Right, okay. Where's the fun in that?
What's the point?
Where's the fun in that?
What's it going to taste of?
No. Well, it's not going to taste much, is it? Yeah. It's just funky salt, isn't it? It's just an umami salt. Chill out, yeah?
Is it actually that bad for you, MSG?
I've said it before. They reckon that the person who proposed that it was bad for you was based on a study where a man had drank a load of red wine in the night. And he was
okay.
Oh, I feel really unwell. Oh, and it was just kind of based on that. And they sort of ran with that. It sounded very much like my life, I would say. But yeah.
Any good Chinese takeaways recently?
No, I had one. Did I have one last week? No, I had a solo pizza and watched Pete's Film Club. That was my last sort of bit of fast food. Really,
sound so depressing.
It was depressing actually because the film was quite bad. But we forced Marcus to watch it, and that's the main thing.
Kicking and Screaming too.
It wasn't Kicking and Screaming 2. It was Golden Shoes, about a boy who found some golden shoes.
Was it bad?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Had a really good cast though, inexplicably.
Is it a B movie?
It's kind of like an indie, not even an indie movie, like a sort of college movie, but inexplicably has Julia Roberts' brother in it, and
but he's in loads of crap stuff, isn't he?
And the Egyptian bloke from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and the woman who was in Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny Mnemonic. Do you ever see that film, Johnny Mnemonic?
I feel like I have a long time ago. Is it Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
He comes across as quite an interesting guy now.
Yeah. Do you think that after you've been sort of spotted on the tube enough times, it becomes an affectation? I was like, well, I simply can't take a private jet now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I do think it's like I do sometimes wonder why certain really famous people give a shit. I'll give you an example. The other day, I was on the radio. Obviously, I'm back on the radio now.
Right, yeah.
And I was doing a show with someone. And the thing about TalkSport is that it is actually genuinely impactful. People do actually listen. Do you know by which I mean? People in football.
They complain when you say things.
Yeah. But this wasn't to do with me.
Right.
This was to do with someone who was on the show before me.
Right, okay.
And who shall remain nameless. And they were saying that John Terry wasn't in the top 5 Premier League centre-backs of all time, right?
Right, okay.
Fine, whatever, fine. It's just a fucking radio chat.
Good old radio meat. That's TalkSport meat, that, isn't it?
There's no games on at the moment.
Yeah.
Transfer window's been slow or whatever. But people love it. People get involved. And, and to be fair, you if you happen upon a topic that people are into, you do get a lot of calls and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, fucking John Terry phoned in. And it's like, I'm not being funny, but
how much on?
Yeah, why do you care? You've won the Premier League. You're probably, you're probably, you would be in the conversation for the greatest Chelsea defender of all time. You love Chelsea, right? You would certainly be in the conversation with the best Premier League centre back of all time if it wasn't someone trying to wind someone up. But the point is, whoever that presenter is, they're not saying that to wind you up, John.
No.
They're saying it to wind up Chelsea fans. You should be above that. You should be like, okay, fine.
But a lot
that's
of them
the game
are,
we're in.
and that's the sort of behaviour that'll mean that he doesn't get the jobs. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's just like, you don't need that. You don't need that smoke. You don't need that
It's like
noise.
with the Keanu Reeves thing, and the reason that's relevant is because you asked me that question, and it's like, to me, I think I'm thinking, I hope not, because I don't think he should.
I want to
really
live in
care.
a world. Yeah, no, it's a good point actually.
If
I
he
think
likes
you're
getting the
sort of
tube,
above that,
great, get it.
It's a really easy way to get across town. It's so much quicker than everything else. Yeah,
I've seen some good. My mum got in a conversation with Lauren Hill on the tube once.
Oh,
Of Fuji's.
really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes, I remember. That's a good old lap staple. That one. Did
I saw Julian Casablancas on tube as well, to throw back to the Strokes from last
with the
episode.
skinny big jeans?
He looked very cool. He looked very cool.
Do you think that because you it wasn't your father-in-law around for
Yes,
for
he
a
was.
week?
He's just
in the
gone
running
back,
order.
yeah.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
He's
he
gone
came
back.
to visit,
What's he's banging to his laser cutting at this moment in time? Is he kind of is he?
Yeah, so when I told you what he was into on the recent Luke and Pichu episode, he then corrected me
Yeah.
to say it wasn't actually that, it's this. He then explained to me again what it was, and I've forgotten again.
Good stuff.
So I don't know. But he did a load of good stuff around the house. He sorted out the plumbing that needed doing, because it's an old house and we only just moved in. He got all that sorted for us. We had a leak from one of the bathrooms down into the kitchen. He fixed that. He then found a piece of old furniture that was left in the attic
Yeah.
that we hadn't really looked twice at.
Whoa.
And he was like, I can make something out of that. And he pulled it down, turned it into an outside coffee table.
All right.
Then he found an old dressing table, like a chest of drawers kind of thing, which had been really badly kind of painted, looked like by maybe a kid or something years ago, and just been left in the attic. He sanded that down, made it like new, and it's now genuinely a nice piece of furniture. Researched what wood it was, then treated it, and it's now dried off and it's in our dining room.
How has he got his tools?
He went to B&Q and bought a load of tools.
Like a load of like power tools, or just like yeah?
He said, I'll keep them in the house and I'll just use them next time I come.
Nice. What are we talking about? What have you got?
Sanders, circular saws.
Circular saw.
A load of other stuff. Pete, you're asking the wrong man here. I don't know. Stuff in boxes that vaguely looks like power tool. I don't fucking know.
Love that. Love that.
But it's
Oh,
great.
You've got
So
a little
he's-
power
he's,
tool collection.
I always
Enjoy
say to him, and he listens to the show. So shout out to you, LC. Thanks for coming to see us. Always great to have him over. He's a great guest. But I do always say to him, you don't need to do any of this stuff. But I think he just genuinely loves doing it.
It's a lovely thing to do, I think.
He'd much prefer to be doing that in the afternoon in the garden. He would be like going to Big Ben or whatever. He's like, I've seen Big Ben. Great. It's great. It's good. But I've been here loads of times. I've seen it. I'd rather be doing this now.
Has he been to Tate Modern to see the man with the big boobies?
I don't think he has. No, I'd love to get confirmation from him. He will get in touch and answer.
But
that
maybe
question,
the
and I'll let you know.
Guatemalan American artist may be doing a show near him in America that he can see at Source.
I'm not. Well, Elsie is a fan of the arts, but I don't know if he'd be a fan of that specific piece of art.
For that reason.
Ask him.
For that reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
Lordy.
also great with the boy. The boy loves having him over.
Yes, Granddad's sort of, I don't know why, but like Granddad's really, like my daughter doesn't care about my mum at all, but she's absolutely, put Granddad on. As soon as you get on, put Granddad on. Like, it's so rude.
My son calls his granddad No because he's obviously Italian, so that's the Italian name for it.
I see, like it. I like that a lot.
No and Nonna.
Have you learned much
No.
Italian for a giggle?
None.
All right, not even abbondanza. Just a word here or there, just to sort of just.
Grazie mille.
There we go.
But he doesn't. But he doesn't speak Italian. He just has the Italian traditions in his family. So like his granddad would have been no. So that's what he wanted to be called, basically.
Yeah, but I think you can sort of remember. I think you absorb more words than you sort of realise, I suppose.
Oh, probably. There's a really nice cafe near us that we go to all the time, and that's run by an Italian family, and they're from a similar part of Italy where my wife's family are from, and I made that point to them when my wife wasn't there. And it kind of turned into a bit of a stitch up because I think they then thought that she spoke Italian. They started speaking to her in Italian, and she was like, "What?" She's like, "I was born in Connecticut. I have no idea what you're talking about."
Fantastic.
But it's great to have him over, and his sister came as well. They came. She hadn't, and Auntie Sue had never left the US before,
right?
So she was delighted to be here. We did all the tourist stuff and
wowzers, trousers.
Took him, to do lots of different bits and pieces. Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
What's on the kind of like top 10 kind of things that people want to do?
Well, in my experience, so Buckingham Palace is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Big Ben in the Houses of Parliament's up there. Tower Bridge is a big one for Americans, I think.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Tower Bridge and the old what's the big fucking the Tower of London and stuff.
So Tower of London's a big one, but then like we didn't do that because we've done it so many times. My wife was like, I can't be fucking bothered to do that again.
Yeah, no, because obviously I come into it like I'd sort of cycle past it every day, and I'm like, I should really pop in to see what's going on.
I cycle past like Buckingham Palace. I don't even lift my head.
It's mad, isn't it?
No, you just see it all the time. But what's actually really cool is when you do actually have a little afternoon around town and with a tourist who's genuinely excited. Like you see it through their eyes. It's actually really fun.
Yeah, you kind of I know how I feel when I go to like somewhere cool, and you're like, oh, I should feel like this all the time.
I was saying to LC the other day, I was saying, you'll never understand as an American how exciting it is for a British person to see like the Manhattan skyline for the first time.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. Like, it's amazing.
But it's also exciting to like just go in a fucking 7-Eleven and buy a sweets you've never seen. Everything's just great. I
remember when the wife I have access to was doing her first master's in a university in the US when she was still living there, and I'd go visit. And if I was there for a couple of weeks, her classes would be like on a Tuesday and Thursday night or whatever. And sometimes I'd just stay home. But sometimes I'd go with her because there was a big shopping mall next door.
Right, okay.
And I'd just go in there.
Potter around there. Like a mall rat.
But yeah, exactly like that. But the thing was, right, because it's not a tourist place and because they're not used to having British people, they all want to talk to you. And you know me, I love a bit of that. So I'm chatting away, having a good old time. And it would go so fast because it was such an interesting thing to me, even though it was for everyone else just so normal. And
were you really playing up to it? Sort of going, what are these? And you go, it's the pair of pants, sir. Well,
we don't have those in my home country.
Those in my home country.
But Auntie Sue was well impressed with the big Sainsbury's near us.
Right, okay.
She was just into it. In the same way that I'm into going to Target.
Yeah, I guess if you're sort of buying, like, Walmart, if you're into, But I mean, Walmart's very unique in that you can buy toys, shoes, all of the different sugary drinks, medicine, fishing gear, stuff to fix your car, guns, like just the amount of stuff you can fucking buy in Walmart is astonishing.
I would die on the hill that says if you go to a big L.L.Bean, do you know what L.L.Bean is?
What's L.L.Bean?
It's like an outdoors shop, clothing, equipment.
Right, okay. Right.
So you can buy really nice like kind of I don't know, like a really nice kind of shacket or whatever, or a pair of hardware and jeans and some nice shoes and stuff and a bag. But you could also literally buy a shotgun or a canoe or a massive fishing rod, right?
Yeah.
But the way they do the shops out is it's like a countryside lodge, just massive.
Right, okay.
So there's all these big leather chairs everywhere, and they've got like places you can buy drinks and stuff. So if you walk in there, you could spend 3 hours in there, and it's great. It is great. Orvis is the same. Orvis is amazing, like ostensibly a fly fishing shop, but it's like a proper outdoor store. They've got these massive leather like armchairs in them. You just get your Kindle out, sit in there, have a cup of tea. Like, it's great. Honestly, it's really good. Like, and what I noticed about like you notice about shops in this country when you go shopping and knocking about London and everything. And you say you want to go and buy a lot of clothes, or you're going with the partner you've got access to, and they want to do shopping and you don't really want to. There's nowhere to sit. There's nowhere to relax. Like it's pretty full on. Whereas I feel like in the US they take it serious, and you can sit down sofas and you can have a drink and you can relax. And it's all really nicely air conditioned as well.
Yeah, and I guess it's kind of like we just can't. I think people just can't think we can't be trusted. Do you know what I mean? We'd get like we'd get egg on it. Do you know what I mean? We just get you've got some banana on that.
Yeah.
Right. Well done. That's getting pulled out. That's never going to be allowed to be in here again.
Well, I draw the comparison of when I was a kid. I was about fucking 18, and I'd been sent out by the lads to go and buy a new football because we'd lost one and we wanted to have a kick around that Saturday, right? And I had a car, so I drive into the shop in the shopping centre, try and find a football, and I start bouncing a football in the shop, and the woman who ran the shop was like, "You can't do that in here." And I was like, "What?" She said, "You can't bounce a football. You know, if you're going to bounce it, you have to buy it." And it's like, "Well, I want to see what it's like." No, you're going to buy it. And it's that kind of experience.
Yeah.
And then you go to Orvis in Vermont, and they're taking lads outside and they're casting fishing rods on the grass. Like, what's going on? They get it right.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. They just like, I think it's just people are just willing to sort of flex their, I am the customer and I will be treated properly. Here, it's like, you're lucky you can fucking be here.
What are you doing there?
What are you doing here?
It's a fucking interruption to my day you've been in here. It's the same with like service in like restaurants and stuff, isn't it, as well? Which I know is kind of because they have to rely on tips, so they have to be really nice, which is wrong. But
I never know. Do you whenever you sort of get a pint or get like anything in a shop, really, sometimes the tip thing will come up and it'll say, "Do you want to pay 15%, 20% or whatever?" And sometimes the cashier, the waiter or whatever, will press cancel on that screen.
In this country.
In this country, they'll sort of automatically cancel it as if to sort of say, "I only served you one pint" or something. I don't really know what the rules are. What the price is that they automatically cancel it for you. If sort of go, you don't need to pay a tip.
No, so I think it's fucking shit. I think it's stupid. Like if you go into a restaurant, it's table service. Obviously, you tip, right? Yeah. If you go up to the bar to buy a pint and you're using your card, you should not be tipping, and nor should you be given the option to tip. It's fucking nonsense. I would say the barman in that situation you just described there is probably embarrassed about it.
Oh, do you reckon so? Yeah.
So they're just cancelling it to say, "Oh, fucking don't worry about that."
Right. Okay.
It's just how the machine works or something. But in the US, of course, you put $1 down for every drink you buy.
Yeah.
Which I think is a bit of a weird one now, because obviously that tradition comes from everyone paying in cash, right?
Yeah, and you always have to have just the fact that you go to America and you always have to have dollars on you, but also the dollar. I feel like if you're paying 30, if you're paying for like two, like you easily buy like two mixed drinks, $40, and you put down $2 for that. That doesn't make any sense. That does not make any sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you should do in that situation.
Yeah, you do the percentage. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I got in trouble with a waitress in LA once because I miscalculated a tip and she was really rude about it.
It's really difficult, and I know they're probably sick of Europeans thinking they can get away with paying nothing, but it is sometimes quite difficult.
We're sick of American tourists as well. Right, so not the ones we've just had stay, they were great, but generally speaking, we know what American tourists can be like, so it cuts both ways.
Yeah.
We don't know your Byzantine fucking complicated tipping system.
It cuts both ways when you're cutting a table that was in the loft.
It does. Exactly.
In many ways.
Measure twice, cut once.
Measure twice, cut once.
Peter, I've got a load more emails to get through. Do you want me to do some?
Let's do some emails for crying out loud. We've got to do a battery as well. We've got.
We'll do the battery first.
I'll do a quick battery, and then you can just do me.
Okay, cool.
Mark Rains, Chocolate Rains. G'day, look, Pete. I was wandering through the office when I spotted this absolute specimen sitting all alone on the desk. A lonely 9-volt battery from an ultrasonic pet dog repeller used by the dog rangers. What a life.
What
a life.
Sorry, what?
What are Mark's in New Zealand.
Just what?
All I've got information-wise for Mark is he was originally from Manchester. Now he lives in New Zealand. He stands at a majestic 5'9", 5'9", and weighs in at a solid 90 kilograms, BMI 29.4, in the overweight range, and a proud user of Gaviscon. So that's all I've got from Mark. I don't know why he's hanging out with people who wrangle dogs, dog rangers. But I had to sort of check out this battery. He said, after giving it the official, "Yep, that's definitely a battery inspection, I rescued it and nominated it for the greatest honour any battery can hope for, a place in the Battery Daddy." I've already had 3 accepted, so this little bloke is looking for a... There's not really a name for a hat trick plus one, is there?
Isn't it called a haul?
Yeah, but that was unofficially applied by us, really, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, in America, in certain parts of Europe, they call 5 goals a poker, don't they? Would you like to tell me what the battery actually is, Peter, so I can search for it?
That probably makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a SCA. It's as simple as that. It's a 9-volter. Mars Volta 9-volter. SCA. Is it a new player?
It's a new player. There's no other example of that battery in this email inbox. It's a new player.
Right. That's absolutely wild.
So if anyone wants to complain or protest that, they can. But as far as I can see, it's a new player.
Yeah. And you will have also searched batteries that are like SCAR batteries, because SCA being a component of that word. SCAR.
Yeah, I've got a very good way of searching.
System.
I've got a system. Don't worry about that.
You got a system? Yeah, don't worry about the system.
It's not perfect. No system is perfect.
No.
But I'm fairly confident that is a new player, so congratulations to you.
A bloody lovely job. Well
Mark.
done, Mark, and we'd
Mark
love to know
Rains.
more information about why you hang out with dog rangers.
Yeah, I mean, what does that job even entail?
I'm imagining he's, even though it doesn't make any sense, he's in one of those Firewatch towers with loads of members of the dog range who go around searching New Zealand brush for dead bodies and stuff. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
You just
I've
made
invented
that up.
that. I've just made that up. It's not a job either, is it? No.
Would you fancy a job where you'd be outside in like a big national park just ranging around?
I would love to be one of those Firewatch people. I wouldn't do my job. I'd get very distracted and remember if I'd forget to sort of report the smoke.
It sounds
sneaking up the sky.
I think I'd quite like to be one of those geezers who just sits on those quads and just motors around, checking on stuff.
Well, just kind of like it's just kind of if it was a job where I could just inspect my own house. Just like went around, just walked around my house, just checking the perimeters, making sure there's water in the dog bowl, like just things like that. I would quite like it because
Would you clean up the dog muck?
Well, yeah, that would be part of it, I suppose. If I was just like steward for the house, I'd be really happy with that. But I'm steward of the house, and I've got other stuff to do. And
I often find myself, if I go and play golf in a nice golf course, and I'm the tee time's early in the morning, say 8 o'clock tee time, and it's a nice day, and you see some of the greenkeepers, you think you've got a nice job there. Yeah, that is nice. You're very
Slim,
peaceful.
Friend of the show, Slim.
Exactly,
greenkeeper, wasn't he? Yeah,
exactly. Like you're an electric golf cart. You're cutting about. It's all very peaceful, and there's a lot of fresh.
But are you
air.
chasing people off from doing like barbecues on there and stuff?
Not in nice places, I don't think.
Not in nice places. Yeah, because I always sort of think, because like the golf course right near my house is, people just walk their dogs and do whatever they want to do, play a bit of football or whatever. But then it's also a golf course as well, so I don't really understand where.
A big Pam plays a lovely golf course near you, the Rochford 100. You know that one?
That would not be somewhere that I've dirtied my boots in. But
that is a great golf course. I played there with him, and it's got a couple of claims to fame. It's let me get this right. So it's the only golf course that has a fully operational church in the grounds.
Okay, nice.
And it's the clubhouse is something like 500 odd years old, and it used to be Anne Boleyn's house.
Right. Okay.
Lovely spot.
Would how early does like a golf course open? Because the thing that would annoy me is that if I was bad at it, which I would be bad at it, people would be coming up behind me. So like, could you just sort of make sure you're no?
You could, but you wave people. You can wave people through though. That's how it works.
Right. Oh, you could just sort of go, just take.
So if you're playing slow, you're seeing it's the done thing is to wave people through. So you take.
See.
If people are waiting behind you and they're faster than you, so say you're playing as a 4-ball and there's only 2 of them, whatever, and they're better. You play your tee shots, then you let them play tee shots, and then they crack on. And you wait for them to play through. But
how do you sort of broach that? So I'm not very good. How do you sort of?
But mate, the majority of golfers aren't very good.
Well, then how do you know that? If you're just passing everyone through, everyone's just passing each other until it's...
Because it's obvious, because
through.
If they catch up with you fast, then there are either fewer of them or they're better than you.
I see, right, okay. Interesting.
It doesn't happen as often as you think, mate, honestly.
No, okay.
And also it depends because, like, if you think about it, even if the people behind you are good, all it takes is one of them to hit the ball in the woods and they're looking for it for 5 minutes. And it's not really it's not as cut and dried as that. It's just kind of play it by ear type thing. But you can tee off. I mean, you can tee off essentially when it's light, basically. I think the way that a lot of clubs will do it is they'll, if you book it in, they'll sign you in. But if there's no one there because it's too early, I think you can just crack on.
You just crack on because
if you remember, I think so. Right. I've never really been that early. So I don't know, but I think you could probably play. I reckon you could probably play 5:30 a.m. I reckon if you wanted to.
Yeah,
because in June it's like 4:30, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, interesting. Oh,
so I think that's one of the things about being a greenkeeper is the downside of it would be that you would be it's early starts.
Very early starts. But but surely long shifts as well, because you're just kind of constantly, preening and making sure that everything's
more than one greenkeeper, mate.
Yeah, I guess so.
I remember reading that. I think it's Wentworth, one of the really nice courses where they have PGA events. I think it's got something like 50 odd greenkeepers.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's mad. Let's do an email before we go, because I keep meaning to do this one and I keep not getting around to it. It's from Andrew. He wants to talk about flat earthers.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Which is a bit of us. He says, "Hi guys, I'm not a flat earther, but I've listened to the explanations of them in good humour and also asked the question you both asked. If it's flat, where are the poles? Well, the most common belief is that there is no South Pole and that the North Pole is the centre of the disc. It was described to me as almost unpeeling an orange from the bottom, with Australia, South America and South Africa almost being like 3 points of the rim. So their evidence is that no planes go over the South Pole. For example, when you fly from LA to Australia, you don't go directly across the Pacific and instead fly up the coast of Japan and across the northern Pacific. Round earthers say this is due to convection, wind currents, fuel efficiencies. So there you go. He says, but the best conspiracy is Big Pharma, Farmer, being involved with Big Pharma, as in pharmaceuticals. They're making genetically modified peas bigger so that a pea-sized amount of toothpaste is bigger and bigger and more, meaning you go through toothpaste at a quicker rate. I don't know if this is just to increase revenue or they're putting something in the toothpaste, but there you go. That's a great conspiracy, that.
Yeah, I like that. That's a little bit of fun, that one, I would say.
You have to go round the houses to get on board with that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, so the flat earthers do just feel like it's definitely a disc. Why would it have to be a disc? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would it have to be a disc? Why could it not be just a set of islands in a row in the, you unpeeled the world like an orange?
Yeah, I don't really know. So other than the fact that it's like, it's a way for stupid people to feel clever.
Yeah.
I don't know where it even comes from or why it's there.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Well, what is the utility of it?
Yeah, well, it doesn't serve anybody, does it? Like you say, it's just sort of like well, actually, men, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Which I am sometimes in the right context. I'm a well actually man.
Shall one last one before we go?
Go for it.
Nathan has got in touch, delighted to tell us that Prime Energy has sadly collapsed in Australia. Hello lads, hope you and your families are well. After years of trying, the demise of Prime in Australia has finally happened. That's it.
We made it uncool. We made it uncool.
We made it uncool because of the hard work we put in about 2 years ago. Thank you for the years of pods, etc. Nathan goes into a lovely message, which I won't read here because it's a bit backslappy. But thank you very much to Nathan for listening. And thank you very much for the update on the Prime.
That's quite a weird turnaround, given that it only was introduced in 2022, and it was so in demand that people were driving miles and paying loads and loads of money for it, and now it's so unpopular that it's being discontinued in major territories.
Yeah, you kind of think that it's it was a real surprise that it ever was successful, because it just seems like a real sort of cash grab. It's like is it Feastables, the old
Mr. Beast?
Him and Mr. Beast sort of, because Mr. Beast did chocolate for a while, I think, and then it turns out it's, even with all of the money in the world, like it's still quite hard to get things right. They didn't have the staying power that Vimto had.
Though?
I don't know. Kids like him because he throws big things off hills and stuff. And I guess kids like chocolate, so it's absolutely perfect, really. A match made in heaven, a match made in a boardroom.
We'd do it.
We'd do it if we had the listenership. What do our listenership like? We did our brew. I was in actually when I was speaking a little while ago when I was in the Sea Containers Hotel. There was the Disco Pills 40-foot brewery drink.
Oh, nice.
In the thing, and I was like, oh, I like this stuff. It's nice. Well, and then I could have a chat with a mutual friend that we've also released a beer.
We did that beer. My Fizzy Aunt did really well. They sold so many pints of that at the World Cup.
Sold out. Sold
Yeah,
out?
it's completely sold out. I've got a few left in my fridge. I promised I'd save my dad a couple. That's why they're still in there. But I think it's hard to get them now.
I think I've got one at the back somewhere, and that's about it. And I've handed out as many as I can.
I might have the numbers wrong because it was a while ago now. But I think in that first World Cup watch party, they sold over 1,500 pints of it.
That was boozy.
Not the cans. Bearing in mind there were 11 other beers on offer, and that wasn't even the cans. That was just on draft.
Pints.
Pints. Bunch of good fucking boozers, aren't they?
Good fucking lads and lasses. Good lads and lasses, and everything in between. Love it. All right,
Peter, take us out of here.
We'll be back on Monday. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the sunshine, which will no doubt be smashing down onto your face as we speak. Lucky Moose, say goodbye.
I'm looking forward to that rain. Goodbye.
I know. And it's goodbye from